Hey, welcome to 5, 10, 15, 21K training for a half marathon. Today we're going to just talk about the training program overview in general and just some thoughts on how it could work for you. So lacing up the sneakers, that's the first step. A walk-run program will get you started and help you reach your goal. And when I emphasize it's your goal. So what is your goal and where do you start? And for some, you have to walk before you can run. So this model or this program is really designed for you to customize and to do as you whatever fits in with your lifestyle and where you're at. So for me, I kind of followed this, and it took me several years, maybe a decade or so, before I really got to step five. And this could be somebody taking 6 months or 8 months. It could be that people stop along at step three and stay there for several years, which is what I did. But it's a model that I think is easy to work into. You can fit it into your lifestyle. You can fit it into what your targets are. And again, at some point, if you want to go further, you can. Or if you don't, then you can stop at whichever step that you like. So basically, what you want to do is, if you're not in a walk-run program today, or you haven't been doing any running, you want to start one. So the basic program, and our video outlines that, is to get out and set a course and walk and for that time or that distance, and gradually move that into a walk run where you're walking for 2 or 3 minutes and then running for 2 or 3 minutes, and then gradually increasing the amount of time that you run and reducing the amount of time that you walk. This program is going to help to build up your endurance, and it will help you to determine if you really want to do further distances. Make sure you mix up the course, put some hills in it, put some different terrains in it, because all of those things will add to your endurance and prepare you to do longer distances. Once you've got about 20, 25, 30 minutes of a run in, then you want to start to train for a 5K. So everybody wants to shoot for 30 minutes or under in a 5K. So that could be the goal, or it could just be to finish the 5K. So, it's painful at first, and you'll have to do a bit of cross training and some different types of training in your running to get you to the 5K. But it's going to help you to determine again if you want to aim for those higher distances or you want to continue to run that 5K. So for myself personally, I ran 5 to 6K for 6, 7 years, and it was good. It helped me with my weight control. It helped me with feeling healthy, and it was all I needed. Um, the next step is to train for 10K. So this distance is going to be a little bit longer. You're doubling up here from 5 to 10. You're going to want to ramp up there, and maybe add the walk run in that training. So you set the course. You're aiming for 5K, 7K, 8K until you work up to that 10K. So mix it up again. Add some walk and run in there. You should be running the 5K, but maybe you want to run 6K and then walk for a couple. It's your program. You want to make it comfortable. The big thing here is that when you're jumping between these programs, you want to do it gradually, because you don't want to injure yourself. Overtraining will lead to injuries, which then results in setbacks, and that's going to throw you completely off your program and not get you to your goal on the time frame that you want. So in step four, basically what I did was I increased my distance up to about 15K. So I went from 10 up to 15, and my target was to run that half marathon. So you want to make sure that you're training for the distance in between there. So 15 kilometers, and then I went up to 18, and then gradually I went up to the half. So you want to make sure that you're adding that step in there. Jumping from 10 to 21 is a big jump. So, add something in between, an interim goal that will get you to where you need to get to. Unless you're really, really, in good shape, healthy, and die hard, or, hard at it, then you might be able to get to that 21K without putting some interim step in there. So, how do you get started? Well, it's your program. You need to determine what you want to do. You want to make sure that you're setting the program up for you. And it could start by walking. Again, you pick that distance and time and walk. Or it could be the walk run, like I mentioned, and you do a bit of both until you get to the target of where you want. If you're already running a short distance, you may want to increase that distance, adding a walk segment to your run to increase the distance. So before long, you're going to hit the target, your goal. Again, your goal. It's your program. And to be successful, you need to fit it into your life. Your available time, what's your health, how is it, any injuries, and your commitment. The biggest part is the commitment. Where are you going to find the time to put in the 6 days a week maybe that you need in order to get the training done, in order to build up the endurance so that you can hit those longer distances. So some people can ramp up to a half marathon in 6 to 8 months, some shorter, some longer. Some people stop along the way and decide, after a couple years of 10K that, hey, it's time I want to do a half marathon. So it's your program and it has to work for you. So some basics, you got to train 3 to 4 days a week. You got to put some time in. You got to put the distance in, regardless of which distance that you're targeting. The walk run, 20 to 30 minutes, 2 days a week, increase it by 10 minutes every 2 to 3 weeks. The same can be said for running. So if you're out running 5K, then add a kilometer or two every week or two until you're getting your distances out, and add some walk run in the middle of that. Don't push it. You walk when you need to until you feel comfortable running longer. That's the only way you're going to avoid injuries. And make sure you're running at a conversational pace. Maintain good posture. So when I say conversational pace, it's called a talk test. So if you can't talk when you're exercising, then you're overexerting, and you don't want to do that. Good posture will help to open up, your breathing and keep you looking forward, enough so that you're making sure that you see obstacles in front. And rest or cross train on those non-walk and run days. So why wait to start? If don't overthink it, this is your program. You got to make it fit for you. If don't make it too complicated, keep it simple. Try to make it fun, and just put one foot in front of the other and get moving. Hey, thanks for watching the 5 steps to running a half marathon. So, please subscribe to our channel and watch our videos designed to help you get moving. Thanks.